Literally, they're the only ones that want to work. And every time it's a crazy raid, it's at a job site.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. We have a great one planned for you today, and we do have a lot of woke lefties swimming in that liberal pool of madness, but we'll get to that in just a moment. First, we need to thank today's sponsors, and we have three. So let's get right into it. The first one is at OneBadCat760. Thank you so much for your generous sponsorship today of this episode. Do appreciate it. The second one is at Warrior Artist 2024. Of course, thank you, Warrior, as always, for your continuing generosity and support of the channel. And last but certainly not least, we have at Mama J 1975. Thank you so much, Mama J, for your sponsoring today's episode, co-sponsoring, I suppose. And to all three of you, I hope you're all having an absolutely awesome, wonderful day. And we need to get on with the rest of the show. So let's do it. Well, my friends, I kind of dropped the ball. I totally forgot it was Columbus Day on Monday, and I didn't even do any kind of tribute. So happy belated Columbus Day. We do have a couple of videos concerning, Columbus Day and Indigenous Day. Ugh. Anyways, it was also a pretty important day that I didn't realize. Yesterday was Charlie Kirk's birthday. One person said in the video that it was his heavenly birthday, and yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. He also received, Erica Kirk received on his behalf the Medal of Freedom from President Trump, which I believe is the highest medal a citizen can get. So that's a pretty huge deal. So let's take a look at that real quick, and then we just have a few clips just talking about Charlie Kirk, mentioning Charlie Kirk, giving honor and tribute to his ongoing legacy. He has affected millions of us in this country and around the world, and that influence will just keep on growing. So take a look.
The competitive spirit has always been an integral part of American life. Charlie Kirk once said, "Greatness requires the liberty and the drive to make the most of yourself." American excellence means striving to be the best at everything we do. That's why my goal is to be the second American in history to hold the title of World Chess Champion. I encourage you today to use your specific talents, all for the glory of God and the pride of the USA. Ronald Reagan said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." So if we don't think before we move, we can lose that right. After the first 4 moves in chess, there are over 318 billion possible positions to be played. We won't be perfect, but if you make a move, or series of moves, so bad it becomes nearly impossible to come back from, in chess, we call that a blunder. Folks, we can't afford to blunder our freedom.
Happy birthday, Charlie Kirk. I hope that you are resting in peace with Jesus, and that you are looking down and you are seeing all the positive changes that you have sparked in so many people's lives. You completely changed my life. You changed the way that I think, and you have inspired me down a path of becoming a much better version of myself. May God infinitely bless your family in your absence. Bless Erica Kirk for continuing your legacy. You will forever be missed.
Today's a national day of remembrance for Charlie Kirk. It also would have been his 32nd birthday. Now, you might not have agreed with everything that Charlie Kirk said, but he taught us how to interact with people we disagree with dignity, respect, and kindness. This walk's for you, Charlie. Happy heavenly birthday, young man.
LJB says, Charlie was a spiritual giant and his influence will never be forgotten. Fleazy23 simply says, Amen. All right, my friends, it is time. Yes, we have arrived at that liberal pool of madness, and we are jumping in feet first this time. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone. Well, it certainly didn't take long for the idiotic left to start pumping out that hive mind message of Orange Man bad, even though he is literally brokering peace in the Middle East, which has not been seen in, I don't know, like 3,000 years? But no. Orange Man bad. Let's take a look.
You name it. The Trump administration has taken an unprecedented policy of extorting these institutions to toe the Trump political line, and that is the stuff of dictatorships.
He has definitely decided he's going to use the power of the federal government to attack American cities and the people who live there.
In a country that is losing its democracy, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Complain? Yes.
Every authoritarian leader has had his grim reaper.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. Let's get back to the show.
At work, my coworker was like, well, it's Columbus Day. I go, actually, it's Indigenous Peoples Day. He goes, no, it's Columbus Day. Columbus was a horrible man. I feel bad for all of the indigenous people and the manatees. And the fact that because of him, like 90% of the Native American population was wiped out. So yeah, I'm not gonna celebrate a colonizer. I'll celebrate the peoples whose land we're on. I'm not gonna let a middle-aged grown man tell me that I need to celebrate a day about a violent colonizer. Absolutely not. We will celebrate the people who lost their lives, whose land we are on, who go acknowledge the fact that there are so many missing and murdered indigenous people, but yet that's not talked about. So happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Columbus, colonization, ICE, we are on native land.
Wait, Columbus killed the manatees? When did that happen? Man, that guy must really have loved killing things. But look, I don't see you giving up your house to an indigenous person or subleasing your apartment to a Native American. And quite frankly, wouldn't it be fair for you to just go live on a reservation for the rest of your life? You know, I mean, I think that would be totally acceptable. If you actually care about what you're saying, if you believe in it. But of course, you don't. Old Man Grimm says, imagine celebrating the losing side. You've got all the Confederate flags going on back there. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, everybody. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Bradley Talley says, only privileged brats with too much time on their hands complains about colonization they learned from their Marxist postmodernism professor. And I'm sure we might have a comment from Real Stalin about this one because he always comments on this type of stuff. Okay, so I'm ready for a Real Stalin. Bring it on. Nevermore says, Columbus actually never made it to America. They landed in the Caribbean. Now, that is actually totally true. So, you know, and plus, why isn't anybody, you know, complaining and griping about Spain? They funded the whole thing, right? I mean, is it really Spain's fault? I don't know. All right, Val says, my guess is this is an immature child of an immature parent who probably also had an immature parent, which is called intergenerational trauma. It's going to take a lot of undoing. Val, I think you're totally spot on. That's a nice nation you got there. Be a shame if someone discovered it. That's funny. Oh my gosh. You know, I just can't tell you how much I love memes.
Oh, everywhere has immigration laws. You can't just move wherever you want and just live there in any country. But what if I think that's also bad and stupid and wrong and dumb? What would be the worst thing that would happen if everyone just lived where they wanted to live? Something that couldn't also just be solved with another law. This is stupid. It's all just like what people claimed land thousands of years ago, and now we have to follow these arbitrary borders. Stupid. It's stupid. Just go. Let people live where they want to live. Straight up. We're all adults. We're all adults. We'll figure it out.
Women.
This 35-year-old kid in the coffee shop.
Coffee shop? What's a coffee shop? I think he meant coffee shop. So let's continue.
This morning was saying he's Republican. Young, brown, living in a blue state. I proceeded to embarrass him. He said something about a debate. I said, I do not debate with idiots. No, this is a civil war. You have not received the feedback, the consequence that your words are garbage and you're a bad person at this point. Let me communicate that to you. You're welcome.
First of all, that never happened. Second of all, what do you have against brown people, you racist?
Hate speech will get you f***ed up, which is why you only do it in the comments section.
True.
But you stay real quiet in the real world, don't you? You don't even wear your fucking hat anymore.
Oh, you got me.
Pussy.
I protested today, mama. Oh, who's my big boy?
It is 100% about race, you fool. He is rounding up people at courthouses, people who are here legally, people who have sought asylum. It is 100% about race. Alligator Alcatraz was egregious, is egregious. Everything going on is egregious. He is rounding up your black and brown neighbors that are here legally. He wants to whitewash this nation. He is whitewashing museums, government websites, our history. His supporters have done Nazi salutes publicly. It is 100% about race. Wake up, speak up, or I hope you end up in the trials. Just following orders did not work then, and it will not work now. It is about race. Rise up, speak up, you racist fool.
Yeah, but Biden tried to brownwash America, so...
No, I'm being compared to a cow again. At least someone wants to eat me, because I guarantee no one wants your crap. Get alive.
Was that a double entendre, or am I just looking too deep? Let me know in the comments.
So I have just finished the miserable shopping trip at Walmart. I can't even say my balance. It's absolutely disgusting, but I refuse to do self-checkout. And I am so sick of the door greeter trying to check my buggy as if I stole something. Like, I did not do self-checkout. You have a problem with what's in my buggy, go talk to Janice at Register 5. That's what you can do. But yeah, we're not doing this, and I'm going to show y'all. Like, I refuse to stop. Like, I'm not stopping.
Oh, she's from the South. She said buggy. When my wife and I first moved down to Louisiana from Chicago, like the very first day, we went to a supermarket and we were looking for a cart, a shopping cart. And we asked somebody there at the store, we're like, hey, where are your carts? And the person looked at us like, what? We're like, the shopping carts. And she's like, oh, the buggies? Oh yeah, the buggies are like over there. And we're like, the buggies? What are you talking about, lady? That's kind of funny. But anyways, yeah, you can always identify somebody from the South if they say buggy when they're talking about a shopping cart. So anyways, that's useless information, but there you have it. And speaking of useless, Gavin Newsom just signed a bill today that basically creates an agency that has oversight on slavery reparation. Like, California is totally broke. They can't afford this program. Secondly, and the most important part, California never had slaves. So what are they doing? I don't understand this. Look, this is just another grift It's another money laundering scheme to keep the gravy train going any way they can. California is becoming a lost state.
See, it's comments like this. I do have a big forehead, and I've even made a video on it, and I'm okay with that. I do have a septum ring. Doesn't make me stupid, even though that's what you guys like to say. I wear glasses. Are you going to call me dumb? It's fine, because I know who I am. I am not an insecure woman. I know who I am. I know who I am inside. And I will fight for other women till I die. Men disrespect us because they think it's funny. They like to beat us down. They like to be mean. But they've never once probably looked in the mirror. Have you ever asked yourself, do you have insecurities? Or is it because you just have a little winky? That's probably the case. But we have always lived in a world where men think that they can disrespect women. Go right ahead. You can disrespect me all you want, but it will never stop me from saying what I have to say or feeling the way I feel. Just because I don't agree with Donald Trump, his administration, or anybody that stands by him, doesn't mean I'm going to go out of my way to go and disrespect other people. It's called swipe. So keep coming with the comments because you're not hurting me. It's going to get old real quick.
Well, if it's not hurting you, then why are you making a video of it not hurting you? Because that pretty much tells me that it actually is hurting you. So, Based Boomer says, when she agreed that she had a big forehead, I thought she was going to have a sense of humor. I was very wrong. Kevin Horan says, just ask her 11 cats. She's fine. Woke Free Zone says, where have I seen this look before? Oh, that's right.
So I also wanted to come on here and talk about a few things. The No Kings protest is coming up, and it's coming fast. And I saw a video on Facebook about all of this, and I saw a comment. The video was about Chicago coming to the streets, the people of Chicago coming to the streets and protesting peacefully. I want to reiterate, they were protesting peacefully. Okay? And I agree with that wholeheartedly. This is not me disagreeing. However, there was a comment on there that really struck me that I was like, you know what? We do need to start doing this. Our voices are loud. And yeah, we can have, megaphones and shouting and screaming. But a commenter said we should get bells and be as loud as possible. Now, already, that's a lovely idea. I love that idea. However, for those of you, I don't know about anybody else, but I had a bell in my home that resembled the Liberty Bell. And I think that's just a little ironic. So I will be making and getting bells and writing what we want done in this country on them. Or things that the country was actually standing for. Things that the people need to say or want to say, and we're going to hand them out, and we're going to ring them. And I think every place that has the No Kings protest should do this. Because here's the thing. Yeah, we can yell, but bells are just as annoying. They are just as annoying and just as loud. And I think it would be fantastic to see somebody doing that. So at your next No Kings protest, bring some bells or a noise machine or anything and use it with your free will. Because I know I will.
What, are you retarded?
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Septum ring theory? What now?
Oh, where'd she go? Where'd she go? What?
What's next? Got anything else?
Well, the septum ring doesn't make the crazy, but it's a pretty good indicator.
If you're an American,
yeah, I am,
and you're not afraid for your family right now,
not at all,
you're part of the problem.
All right, my dear, but I would counter, if you're an American and you are afraid for your family, you are the problem.
So this is going to sound really messed up, y'all, but when I walk around my neighborhood, you can clearly tell the people that are questionable whether they're here illegally or not, because I wear this weight vest, right? It looks like this, right? Straight up looks like, you know, like I'm somebody that's walking in to do something, but it's nothing. All it is an American Velcro flag, and it's got weights underneath. I do a lot of calisthenics with it, but these people see me coming like I got like a bulletproof vest on. But pretend like they're doing and hoping that I don't stop them. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I just wanted to share that.
Are we not going to realize that ICE and all of these raids and everything is going to destroy our country, because literally they're the only ones that want to work? And every time it's a crazy raid, it's at a job site? It doesn't make any sense.
Ben Rowe says, probably excited about a public stoning or something similar. Gracie51 says, look at all those free Obama phones. Yeah, there are a lot of people with their phones out. Kathy Vanett says, I would scream too if I had to dress like that. And Justin says, you've heard of mosh pits. Now there are tard pits. That's a good one, Justin. I'll give that one to you. I spent half an hour trying to talk with them, wanting to learn about their culture. All right, that's fair. Until a bartender cut me off and told me they were patio umbrellas. Well, I think anybody can make that mistake, to be totally fair. It's time for Dave's Detox. Oh, jeez. That's a brave little dog there. Speaking of brave little dogs. That's funny. Oh, what a cute little pug. Is that a fox? That looks like a fox. What is a fox doing inside?
To a special Lego Town event that's not open to...
Aww. Getting some good loving.
Oh, God, I love it, but...
Oh, wow. Save that sloth's life, for sure. I think they would make a great pet. What do you think? Aw. Wants to say thank you.
Say, it's holy in and of itself, or it's holy because God in some way.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Okay, that's a pretty cool shot.
Whoa. Hey, cat.
Oh, gosh. Speaking of big cats. Ooh. All right, my friends, that is it for today's episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for all those that subscribed today. And if anybody hit that thumbs up button, it really does make a difference in the algorithm. And also, if you decided to share the episode with anybody, that's an extra bonus. Thank you. And before you take off, there's going to be a couple videos showing up right around in this area. I think you'll like it. So until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.